Hey YouTube. Okay, so it is book haul time. I kind of went a little bit overboard with how many books that I bought since the last haul. I've bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. Well, half of it was, okay, no, I have no excuse. I'm really sorry. I can't control myself. I now officially have no more room in my bookshelf for books. That is really sad. Okay. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and just blow through them really fast because I have 14. And, so, let's get started, shall we? The first two that I have were from my secondhand store, which I don't ever feel guilty about buying books from my secondhand store because they're like $1. So it's okay, right? If you guys are wondering what secondhand store I go to Goodwill, but not a regular Goodwill. The Goodwill that I go to is specifically a book Goodwill, which means that this Goodwill is only for books. It's a library of dollar books. It's the best thing ever. So that is where I get up most of my books from. And I'm also not that picky if they're damaged. Like, for instance, the first book that I got, Evermore by Alison Noel, it has, some damage right there. And, I mean, it's in pretty good condition. Oh, right here, it's a little, but, whatever. So this is the first book I got, along with Blue Moon, which I am pretty sure is the second one. I could be wrong. This is part of the Immortals series. This is the first one, maybe the second one, not sure. By Alison Noel. And from what I know about it, it is about a girl who gets into a car accident, I believe. Yeah, a horrible accident. Claims the lives of her family, and 16-year-old Ever Bloom can see people's auras. Now, I know that this is a pretty long series. I'm not sure exactly how many. I'm guessing 5 or 6, around there. But apparently it gets really in-depth and really good. And I've heard excellent things about this series. So, when I saw it in my secondhand store, I just knew I had to pick it up. So that's the first of my book haul. My epic book haul is what I'm going to call it. Okay. Secondly, I got a book that I got a book that I was kind of skeptical about getting because I have read only one book from this author and I did not really care for it. And I was really surprised I didn't care for it just because it's such a well-known author and she has like a huge fan base. So I didn't like the first book that I wrote. I wrote it. That I read. So I decided to give her another chance, and I saw this at my secondhand store, and so I picked it up. It is Someone Like You by Sarah Dessen. I have read that summer. That's the only Sarah Dessen book I've read. So I bought Someone Like You, and I have no idea what this is about. I haven't read the back yet, but let's see. Two best friends ever since they met. Someone's boyfriend is killed in a motorcycle accident. Scarlett's boyfriend. Scarlett needs Haley. I don't want to read the back because I don't want to give anything away. But chick lit perhaps. So hopefully I will like it. Okay. And then the second book that the next book that I got is another Sarah Dessen book. And like I said, I just picked them up because they were so cheap. But it is Just Listen. And now this book is worn out. Like the bottom, I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. Look at how loved this book has been. I also have not read the back of this because the back is of Sarah Dessen, but there is an inside flap, but I have not read it. So these will just be a surprise. I don't know what they're about, which I kind of like going into a book not knowing what it's about because it makes it more interesting. Alright, the next book that I got was Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk, and as you can tell, this is what I am currently reading at the moment. I am about 46 pages in, so yay! That's how far I am. So far, I'm liking it, but not enough to I better pick up kind of soon. Of course, I've seen the movie, so I know how it's going to end, but I just wanted to read it because I heard that the book was really good. So that's, oh, and if you don't know what Fight Club is about, it's really complicated, but it's basically very, very basic about two guys who create a fight club. Anyway, the next book is also a Chuck Palahniuk book, and I have read this already. I read this about in the beginning of the year, like in December, no, not December, in January I probably read this, and freaking loved it. And it is Invisible Monsters, and this cover is so awesome. So you see a girl, and there's like blood over her mouth, but if you flip it over, it's a man. Can you see it? That's his, this is his nose, either his eyes, that's his chin and his mouth, and a collar. I thought that was so cool. This book is about a girl who gets into an accident while she's driving. Someone shoots her jaw off, so she has no bottom face. And it's basically about her joining up with this guy named Brandy Alexander, and they go to houses and get their prescription drugs. And it's basically, it's a Chuck Palahniuk book, which, as you know, he also wrote Fight Club, so this book will blow your mind. Okay, it will blow your mind all across the wall. It is amazing. Okay, the next book is also an adult book. Sorry about all these adult books. I've been wanting to get this for a very long time because it has gotten a lot of really good reviews, and it's now being made, or it has been made, into a TV show on HBO, and it is Game of Thrones. Now, I do not fully understand what the back is telling me it's about because it's really complicated, but I don't really know what it's about. But if you've seen the TV show, you probably know the premise of it. I don't. But it is extremely large. The words are very tiny. It is like 800 words, roughly 750. But I'm really excited to get into this. I've already read the first chapter, even though I didn't mark it. But so far, it's really good. Okay, so the next book that I got is called, and I got this book specifically for wow, my computer's being really weird. The Austin Teen Book Festival, and it is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han, or Han, not sure how you pronounce it. And she did sign it, but I'm not going to show you the signs now because I'm going to make a video right after this showing you all of the books that I got signed. So I feel like it'd be kind of repetitive to show you twice. But she signed this, and I do not, oh, this is about a girl who goes to a summer house every weekend, I believe, and she always hangs out with these two boys that are brothers, and then one weekend she comes back and she's pretty, and the brothers start fighting over her. So it sounds really good. That's pretty much all I know about it. The next book that I got, I have no idea what it's about, but it looked really good, so I ordered it off of Amazon. My Amazon wish list is like 50 books. It's ridiculous. Sometimes if I feel like just randomly spending my money, I'll buy like 3 books randomly. I don't know. But it is by, oh yeah, Beth Fantasky, and it is Jackal Loves Hyde. And I have Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side, and I have not read it yet. So I got this one, and I better like her writing style because I've already ordered 2 of her books and I haven't even read them yet. But I do not know what this book is about. And I kind of don't want to read the back right now on my screen because I have no jump edit. So, mystery book. Mystery! Okay. The next few books I'm so excited about. Okay. This book I ordered off of one of my random Amazon quests. I don't know. And I ordered it because it's Halloween. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. By Ransom Riggs. Yep. And I thought this looked really creepy, and there are pictures inside, and look at the back. Oh yeah. So I felt like since it's Halloween, I should probably pick up a scary book and read one. I'm trying to find a picture for you. It's not working out too well. Oh, here's one. Here's a picture. Anyway, I think this is about a home where there are kids and they have creepy powers or something like that. I have not read the inside. I'm just really, really bad at reading the inside of books. Gosh, bad, Kara, bad. Oh, wait. Okay. The next book that I got, I was really, really, really excited about. Oh, and by the way, I got this one signed too. Yes! Sweetly by Jackson Pearce. This is a retelling of Hansel and Gretel. And if you know the story of Hansel and Gretel, then you kind of know what this book is about. I'm not sure. I've not read the inside, but let's just all take a moment to like admire the cover and how awesome it is. That's a pretty awesome cover. Oh, and Jackson Pearce also wrote Sisters Red, which is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood, and this one is a retelling of Hansel and Gretel. And then the next book that she's coming out with is a retelling of The Little Mermaid called Fathomless, which I am stoked to get. Because I met her at the Teen Book Festival, which I will tell you all about in my next video. So clickety clack that next button once you get done with this one. Oh yeah. Okay. The next book that I got is The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson, and I also met her. I didn't get this signed because her line was ridiculously long. They only give us an hour, and there's 27 authors, so there's no possible way you can get all your books signed, which is just ridiculous. But anyway, this book is about a girl who, I believe she gets into an accident. Oh, but regardless, she can see ghosts, and particularly she can see Jack the Ripper. That's Jack. So, and this one fascinated me because in high school I had to do a project in history, actually world geography, and we had to pick a historical book to read, and of course I chose a book on Jack the Ripper, and he said I couldn't read it, but I said yeah I can. I read it anyway, so I did my entire report on Jack the Ripper, which was awesome. So I'm really, really excited to read this. 2 more books, bear with me. Okay, so this book is really, really cool looking, and I bought it because it is a Scott Westerfeld book, and he was the speaker at the convention that I went to, and so I bought his newest series, Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld, and this series has awesome photos in it, you guys. Look at that. Seriously, I'm going to be reading and all of a sudden be like, oh my gosh, how awesome. But yeah, he was a phenomenal speaker. I will tell you more about that in the video on my experiences. But this book is about Alec, who is a prince. His parents were the 2 people who got shot in the beginning of World War I. That started the entire war. And so it takes place. It is about, like, you know, the Austrian-Hungarians or whatever, like Britain and the war, basically, through his point of view. And it's also about a girl named Darren who has to disguise as a boy to be able to fight in the British Air Service. So there's a lot of like air fighting and war and awesome, basically. So I was really excited to get this book, and it's actually a really heavy book. I don't know, because it's paperback, but it's really, really heavy. I think it's because the type of paper that they use is very glossy feeling. I don't know. Okay, and the last book that I bought, I think you can already tell which one it is just by this giant smile on my face. But yes, you'd be correct if you guessed Lola and the Boy Next Door. Oh my god, I'm so excited! I am so excited to read this, you guys. I almost had to refrain myself from just diving into it because I'm not supposed to. Anyway, I don't know what this is about because I don't want to read it. I don't want to have anything to do with it until I open it up and start reading it because I don't want to spoil it. But all I know is that Stephanie Perkins, that's her name, yes, she wrote Anne and the French Kiss, which is an amazing, amazing novel. This is her newest one that just came out on last Thursday, so almost a week from today. And I'm so giddy with excitement to read it. And I got to meet her, and she signed my book. And it's actually really cool how she signed it, but I'm not going to tell you. Okay. Bye.